Hello, my dear friends. Well, your bookworm is feeling a bit better. I'm still going for some tests tomorrow just to make sure that everything is still in place. But otherwise, I'm well enough to be back here talking to you. You know, my parents always said, what goes around comes around. And it appears that the Harkles are becoming the poster children for what karma looks like. It appears as if the Archwell trademark is still hitting snags. Not only has India and New Zealand refused to accept the trademark application, but the US Patent and Trademark Office is still not happy with the clarification and descriptions given for the Archwell Foundation and Archwell Audio. The description on the Archwell audio application reads that the company is for the creation, development, production, and distribution of podcasts, audio programs, music, and audio books. Oh, and don't forget that they included live podcast performances, live stage performances, live music performances, and live audio book readings. I mean, just in case we were stupid enough to think that they will use corpses to sing for us or something. Well, actually, come to think of it, we all know Harry is Meghan's puppet, so perhaps that is what she was thinking of when she filled in the forms. Anyway, the US Patent and Trademark Office wants them to clarify that these will be entertainment-based services. Well, my dear friends, perhaps this will be where the Harkles may have an issue, because nothing they produced to date, a trailer and one podcast, had been particularly entertaining. We also know how much Megsy Daisy and Harry like to lecture us and teach us how to live authentic lives. So I can see them not being happy with their lectures, excuse me, I mean to say podcasts, being seen as entertainment. Anyway, the trademark lawyers also asked that they define the kind of web apps they wish to provide via the Archwell Foundation. I was a bit confused about this, but it was explained to me that trademark lawyers would be extra careful when it could include things like self-help apps pertaining to mental health or medical issues. Also, obviously, when it comes to things with a possible political slant, etc., and that may be why they are seeking assurance that it will be for entertainment purposes. You know, similar to the disclaimers YouTubers often give on their videos. And continuing with the karma narrative, I sometimes have a feeling that the royal family have some of their staff watching or listening to our videos, as I also think the Harkles themselves do, or that they have staff keeping up with what we talk about. And why am I thinking this? Well, it was only a few days ago that I spoke about Mr. Scobie and the do that sometimes come out of his mouth or pen. And I was wondering out loud why the royal family is not putting the brakes on him. And voila! ITV was to air a documentary in which Scooby-Doo was accusing Prince William of having his staff plant stories about Harry's mental health. Well, the palace very quickly put a stop to it, and ITV issued a statement reading, after carefully considering the palace's request, ITV choose to remove any reference to mental health from the sequence. And in so doing, obviously they shut old Scooby-Doo up. And it does not stop there. Megan's The Bench is not stocked in the online Royal Collect shop's children's book section. Reviewer Becky Sharp said, "The book has nothing to excite or engage a small child." She said, and I quote, "It just doesn't make sense, has no plot, no story, and nothing to appeal to children. The whole thing comes across as bland and dull and pointless and just a bit of a mess." Okay. However, it appears as if Harry and Meghan think they can solve everything by throwing money at it. It has been announced that they just appointed Rebecca Sananes, I hope I say her surname correctly, Sananes, as head of Archwell Audio. But folks, they recently appointed Ben Brown as head of Archwell Productions, and we still have not seen anything produced by them except some lackluster announcement that Harry may be working on yet another Rising Phoenix type of documentary about Invictus. I may not be a Bill Gates or Elon Musk, and I do not profess to have a business mind or even to be particularly good when it comes to money matters. But perhaps someone should tell Meghan and Harry the truth, namely that they are not original thinkers, are not very creative, and are not particularly talented, and no amount of money or staff will change that. What I have learned, though, is that one need not be particularly talented to be successful, but that honesty and hard work goes a long way to gain people's trust and respect. Perhaps they should drop their pretentious word salad and just talk about everyday things on their podcast. And perhaps they will gain some followers. Or old Harry can take a cameraman to Africa and plant some trees and interact with the people like he used to. Because that is how we liked to see him. Not this woke word salad spewing, lecturing, fake idiot we are seeing now. Anyway, I heard some birdies whispering that Harry and his wife are very much a forbidden topic among members of the royal family at the moment, and that even Catherine, who until recently was hoping to negotiate some sort of peace treaty, has had enough, and that even Catherine now has no interest in interacting with Harry or his wife until they apologize to the family or have split up. Like the rest of the family, Catherine has now realized that the relationship between Meghan and Harry is a toxic one, which will continue to impact the family negatively for as long as they are together. I've also reached out to old sources, and according to them, no one, including members of the royal family, have seen Lily Diana yet. Even pro-Meghan supporters are now starting to wonder whether all is well with the child or whether they actually have custody of the new baby. I think the last straw was when Harry stormed off when asked by a girl in a wheelchair at a Well Child event whether he had a photo of Lily. I also heard that some of the Sussex squad members are becoming offended by the fact that Migsy Daisy does not have enough love in her heart for them to share her baby's image with them. Well, my dears, I could have told you that. You, my dear sugars, were of some use to her once. Now, I guess, you are not any more. Or perhaps you should start to see the wood for the trees and ask your idol, what exactly is she up to? So, folks, that's it from me. As I said, I'm feeling a bit better, but still need to get some blood work and sonars done this week, etc. Nothing to worry about, just routine. Anyway, it appears that I have a small hernia, hence the acid reflux and nausea and so on and so on. And we're just going to confirm it with a test tomorrow, get the right medication, and I'll be back on track. I just want to remind you of the competition we are running, and you guys have until Wednesday night, that is tonight, to email me and let me know which t-shirt design you like the most. Remember to email me at bookwormonthecase@gmail.com. Okay, so until I see you on the next video, take good care of yourselves. Bye.